The tools they have to use are executive orders and kind of coupled with Supreme Court rulings. So the president, as the chief executive officer, can say, we're going to choose not to enforce, certain regulations. And this really ties right in hand in glove with two Supreme Court rulings, the most important of which was Wright versus Raimondo, which repealed the Chevron doctrine. We talked about this a long time ago when this court decision came down. The Chevron doctrine basically said that the courts should give deference to the judgments of regulatory agencies and kind of give the regulatory agencies the last word when they write regulations and interpret them and so forth. And when the court decided to throw out that doctrine, they said the courts should have the final say on interpreting the statute and determining whether or not regulations are acceptable under that. Well, Donald Trump, as the president, he can exercise that same authority. And instead of these agencies waiting years, decades for affected parties to go to court and file a lawsuit saying this regulation shouldn't be applied to us, it exceeded the scope of the agency's authority, Trump can simply go through all these regulations and say, we think these regulations all exceeded the legislative authority that was granted to that agency, and so we're going to choose not to enforce them.